Okay, what's been going on? First, electrolysis, the hair. Last month, well, it was my last appointment, it was this month, because last month, too, my last appointment was this month. It took a lot longer for the hair to come in, which was good, and I have even more or less hair down there, so that's good. She's just interested to see what else comes back, and so far there's like barely anything that's come back, so that's good. For surgery, so that's happening. So next month I have my next electrolysis appointment. Hopefully that's the last one I need. And if I can get one the month after, that could be good too. To get anything that could be left. So, what else has been going on? Well, physically, it seems like my breasts are staying up in size a lot more lately. So that's good. Even though they're still 32/E/F, the fullness is being up there, and I'm happy where they're at. So, yeah. And I've been noticing my leg hair. The right leg has less hair than the left leg. And I'm not quite sure why, but it seems like I'm still kind of losing, but not really. No other really big, huge physical changes, so it just seems like my breasts are done growing, but the fullness, just what I mentioned, that's the only real thing that I'm really noticing besides leg hair. Let's see. Therapy's going good with both therapists. I'm still having those weird thoughts, or how I feel about that time right before surgery, right before you fall asleep. Still having kind of a little bit of an issue there. Other than that, I know I'll be fine once I fall asleep. I just want to fall asleep, wake up, have it all done, and yeah. I'm just not looking forward to the pain afterwards, even though I have a high pain tolerance. It's just things like that even would be able to feel it a lot more. So yeah. There's not really much more I can really think of that's going on in my life. Besides that dating site I mentioned. It was Lesbotronic. I've heard back from them. My profile, like they had an error, my profile went somewhere else. Like in the wrong folder or something, but it got resolved. And it's not quite their website for me, because it's more like social media where you just have topics and like discussions and things like that, like forums and stuff. And it's just mostly like that. It's how you meet people. It's just weird how it's set up. So I don't think it's quite right for me. But I've joined another site you may have heard of, FetLife. Yeah, I've been having much better response on there. I just haven't personally met someone actually in person yet. I'm still, trying to find someone. It is what it is. With how I feel with my witchy, spiritual, kinky side of things. And my witchy, spiritual side, and kinkiness all in the kinky side of it. Yeah, all in one. It's just kind of, So that's kind of how I kind of am with it, the site. Like my witchy, spiritual side. It's like, the best way I can describe it is, I just don't want to really go into details. So you just have to, if you want to see me or meet me or anything on that site, You just have to sign up and find me. And it's mostly on the BDSM, witchy spiritual side of ABDL. Kind of like that. It's kind of what I'm into, just that BDSM aspect alongside witchy spiritual ABDL together. So, and that's like a wide like genre that it could be as I'm exploring things. But other than that, I'm doing good. Just still trying to deal with like social anxiety and stuff like that, and how I just feel from time to time. And I'm still having spontaneous orgasms. Those haven't stopped. I was doing chakra meditation yesterday. No, it was Friday. And it triggered an orgasm, which wasn't expecting, but it happened. And yeah. Other than that, my hormone cycle, it's still happening. I'm still having a female hormone cycle around the same days, usually somewhere around the 16th to the 21st, give or take. Usually, lately it's been a few days a little bit later, like 2 days later than usual, but it's still around that time, the 16th of the month to the 21st, maybe the 23rd, like the 18th to the 23rd, somewhere's around there. Yeah, which I'm going through everything except the bleeding, which thinking about that made me think about after surgery, when you're healing from all that and you're having all that drainage, that'd be like, because there's like blood and all that I've heard that happens for a certain amount of time before it's fully healed, until you stop bleeding and just have the other drainage before that stops and all that. So I'm like, could be interesting to see how that is. It'd be kind of like having a period, but not really having a period. Like that experience I had when I was dehydrated and I was peeing blood. Yeah, that kind of sucked. I don't know how it would compare. It's gonna be a little bit different kind of bleeding, but it just reminds me of, that's like the only time I actually be able to experience kind of like a period. So that's going to be good. And yeah, other than that, I'm still looking for a partner. And I don't know if I'll find one before surgery, but after I have surgery, I won't be able to really go out and do things for a couple of months for that initial healing. I know for the whole vulva to fully heal, it's going to take longer to 100% heal than 2 months, but it's the initial 2 months. Can't really go out and do anything. But after that, it'd be like awesome. And the thing is, that's making me the happiest right now. I know I just go back and forth on things sometimes, but how I'm just feeling personally, when I see my second therapist that morning, I was like, I just noticed my breasts really full, like how they are now, and it's just making me really happy right now. That's the thing that's making me the happiest. I know there's that mind-body connection, and there's no dysphoria there anymore. I just don't have dysphoria about my breasts, because they're like pretty much, yeah, like they're pretty much perfect. As long as they stay up in size, they'll be like perfect. So, yeah. And I don't know if after surgery, if I'm going to gain weight or not, due to the hormone difference. I'm hoping I gain some, but as long as my breasts stay at like a full 32 triple D/F, I won't need to really gain weight anywhere else. But it's my breasts. Well, my butt, I would like to gain some there. But my breasts are like, as long as they're up in size, I'll be happy there. So, yeah. Other than that, I noticed other dysphorias come up. When one goes, I notice when one dysphoria goes away, another dysphorias come up. Like the dysphoria for my breasts have gone away, but the dysphoria about my genitalia, especially when things come untucked, like the testes pop in or out, causes dysphoria. Just little things like that. Or because my genitalia feels and functions female, but yeah, it feels and functions female, but because it's not structurally, that causes some dysphorias. And anything sexual-wise that's not female, I do by myself. If it's not if it's male, it causes dysphoria, but if it's strictly female, to where I actually come and squirt in the female way, I have no dysphoria. And yeah, so hoping after surgery everything's just placed just right so I can still have that sexual function of coming and squirting, be able to release out the body when penetrated. So yeah, other than that, those are some of the things that are making me the happiest. And other than that, until my next video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And will you see me in my next video? So until then,